Action! Okay, so Johnny is studying in his room. He decides he wants some popcorn for his next movie he's about to watch. Depending on what time the movie starts, he's going to choose to either microwave it or cook it on the stove. He likes it more on the stove, but the microwave is faster. If he cooks it on the stove, he will burn down his house. The fire department will come, and he will end up in the waiting room at the doctor's office. We can kind of see what will happen after that later on. Okay, if he puts it in the microwave, he gets his popcorn, he goes back to his room, and he breaks his leg going down the stairs. So, his friend picks him up. They try to go to the doctor's office. He might, depending on what friend he calls, sorry, these are out of order. He might get lost and come to Hollywood and end up at USC. Or he could get lost, end up in the middle of inner city and presumably be killed by some gangster for trespassing. Or he could make it to the doctor's office. Aha! Connections. Where he finds out he has cancer from the microwave radiation, or in this case from burns, I guess. And so what he does is he decides to go to Doheny or wherever that is. That's not Doheny. And he does some research. He might, depending on how much of a control freak and how much of a worrywart he is, research for the rest of his life. For the rest of his life until he washes it down the drain. Or he will discover a cure, and he'll find his inner strength, and he will either take up piano, he will take up skiing, or bicycling, depending on his aspirations and what kind of climate he likes. If he bicycles, he will win the Tour de France 11 times in a row. Eventually, though, no matter which narrative he takes, he will die. And
potentially in the shower.
And he leaves us, and then we just have space that doesn't tell a story.
He's gone.
Yeah!
We got it! We got it!
Well, no, wait, chill that out for a second.